It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The give. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
To the ground, he's got it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Right down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
He runs out of bounds at the 20. Good enough for a first down.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the ground. it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The inside handoff. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Nittany Lions move the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality. Some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws into the middle of the field. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's on target and complete. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He unleashes a long one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Harvin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll try to run it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. They keep the drive going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Runs through the tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, the running back has it. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Penn State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and get the ball right back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another yard.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll send the back in motion. The offense changing the play. He'll take it himself. He breaks a tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost past it, finally tracked down at the 32.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Potts. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today. Breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up by 18 over Central Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Making side adjustments here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Penn State.
Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a man.
Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Get set, get set.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's a fumble. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback.
First and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him. On the move in the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Stevens. Throwing right. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Might be changing the route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air. It's Stevens. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt time. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snares it outside. It's Potts. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. From the gun. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on third and goal. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on third and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Defense looks like they're coming. Quick release by the QB. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to pass. It's Stevens. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now the play fake. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
42, Spider.
Dropping back, it's Stevens. finds his big tight end.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. Oh, he wants it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Harvin. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Come on, set.
To the air, it's Stevens. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Easy.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them.